tell you guys, you know this isn't going to be real time. This is going to take a long time because I got so many other projects. But I'll try to keep them regular coming out. So I got this one down to 7 1/4. That's what we needed. And we've got 4 of them, right? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is set this guy up here. Right up against my, oh shoot. Take that board, I'm going to go right up against my blade. Make sure that I've got both teeth going against this so that I get my set right. And then we'll bring up our fence. Because I want to duplicate these the easiest. Remember this? You can measure. This thing will just make it a lot easier to duplicate. Okay. One of these has the store-bought cut on it. There it is. This is the one that has the store end. And I think, let me just check. I think what I'm going to find, yeah, you won't be able to tell. It's not square. That's why I cut them off, because you can't trust the fact that they cut it square. All right, so we'll make sure that's the side we're going to cut off. Not a lot of waste, but it's better to get it this way, I believe. It works a lot faster. Take that edge. Okay. Last one. Absolutely no burning. So, like I showed you, that Dawn works well. Alright, so now we got all 4 of them cut. They're all 7 1/4 inches. They should all be the same. And like I was saying before, as long as it's all the same, it'll come out right. So now they're all the same height. So it'll go this way. So now we take on the drawing, I guess we can work the big one here. It says here we're supposed to be 4 1/2 inches at the top with a 7-degree angle. So if you've got an angle, a way of doing a protractor, you can do a 7-degree cut, which I can do with this. Okay, with my V120, I can turn it to 7 degrees and then just be able to cut and not really have to do much measuring other than knowing where to start the cut. Here and here it says that it's supposed to be 6 1/4 inches. So if I take and measure here across, it's 6 1/4 inches. Okay, now continue on. Now we got to get these two 6 1/4 wide. So we get this set to 6 1/4. Oh, that's not 6, or 6 1/4. Okay, here we go. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we're going to cut that. So we're going to do the same. We'll do the same thing. I'm not sure that you need to watch it, but I'm going to cut these down to 6 1/4. We use my stop guide again once I cut this one to match the others so that they're all exactly the same. Okay, so only 2 to 6 1/4. We want the other one to be the full width because we're going to do the 2 pieces out of it. So only 2, 6 1/4 by 7 1/4. So we got that. Now we're going to have to mark up, find the center of this using my centering thing again. It says 3 1/8. I like this because I don't have to calculate anything. So 3 1/8 is right there. So I was doing that, okay, 3 1/8. And we'll go ahead and just put a line there. So we know that's our center. And then it said 2 1/4. From the center, we want to go 2 1/4 inches on either side. So I'm just going to use this to find 2 1/4 right there. And then we'll go this side. One, 2 1/4. Okay. All right. So mark this up to the top so we can get our, and we'll do this one. Okay. All right. So now we just go from where we marked our 2 1/4, the outer edges. From there, can you see what I'm doing? Down to the corner. Right there. And that should be 7 degrees. And then we'll do the same right here. To the end of the line. To the corner. Okay. So, and when we cut this one, I'll just trace onto this one. And now it's going to be a eyeball hand movement on this to follow that line with your saw. Be careful, it's going to be hard. You can try your protractor. If you've got standard one, finding 7 degrees is It's going to be a little bit difficult to do by this, but if you've got a protractor, check with your kids, and you can set this to 7 degrees. If you have the V120 like I do, I'm going to cheat because I can take this and I can say this direction here, there's 5, 6, 7, because I can get down to 1 degree with this thing. So now when I set this in at 7, get that out of the way, try my blade, we can do this also. Now that our line's there, oh, there's an idea. Okay, so here's what I'm doing now is I've taken a straight edge, gone alongside of the blade. Let's see if that'll work with the regular, because this is set right now. My V120, it's already set and ready to go. But I'm going to say maybe you've got one of these. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to try to go like, can you see? I'm putting my straight edge against the blade. Alright, and now I'll take my board where my line is and line that up. Comments if you guys know another way, but there's one way like that, okay? So I got that. Now what I can do, boy, I haven't used this in so long. It doesn't want to come all the way out. How come? That pin is jammed in. It needs to be waxed. Okay, so we'll try again. Put that back in. Do our alignment again. Put my board in there. Make sure you get right against the blade perfectly. Very important. And now line your line up with your straight edge. Like that. And now carefully push your protractor up. Okay, I've got a problem with my protractor, my bad. So I'll go the other way. So we'll go the same thing. Okay. Just take your time. Now, turn that guy right up to the piece of wood, tighten it down, and now you should have your 7 degrees. Do you see what I did there? So that'll work. One side, then the other side.